with me, and we're gonna talk about your new project.
Yes, Black Hate.
Black Hate.
Black Hate.
You know, I hate the not black people, the real black ones.
See,
I ain't gonna talk about how the men and how they be cheating a lot. The real black men.
Now why you say that?
They, girl, cause they the good kind and they know, and everybody like them, and I mean they don't mind sharing. They friendly. They friendly. Black hate. Black hate.
That sounds like black love.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. That's like my favorite kind, but I hate it. I don't like them.
Why you don't like them?
I told you why they friendly, huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with shedding the love, spreading the love a little bit.
Blackberry spirit.
With sexual beings, would you agree?
Very good. They real good sexual beings, and they be being with everybody. That's the problem. Then you will have to beat them up. They dark skin though. They don't mark up. Okay.
No comment.
What's your project about? Cause we gonna talk about my projects and what I be on.
It's a documentary of me filming several individuals and getting their story on what they've experienced with black hate. Mm-hmm. You know, the racism within, instead of looking out. Because there's so much going on, and now that Trump, unfortunately, has been, not unfortunately that he's been elected, but racism has been going on for years. But we really don't talk about the racism within our race. You know, the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, we know that it derives from the brutality of police officers killing more black men. Mm-hmm. But what about our black men killing each other? We don't march to the White House on that. We'll have a prayer vigil, but we won't take it to court. We won't fight. We won't do anything but march around downtown, and I'm only focusing on Indianapolis, Indiana. We'll talk about it. We'll have a prayer vigil. We'll go to churches and say, pray for me, but we really don't attack it through law, through talking to one another, having meetings, or none of that. But if a white man kills a black life, or a white woman kills a black life, we ready to just basically protest, tear down a whole city.
Lou.
And wait a minute, this is what's crazy. We'll tear down our own city before going to a rich person's, like the, predominantly Caucasian city, and tear that down. Mm-hmm. But we'll continue to destroy our own selves.
And so you feel like that derives from black hate?
Yeah.
Is it going to end up being like a documentary?
It is a documentary because, again, going back to, I'm getting stories from individuals. I'm basically hearing their story of what they've gone through. What have they faced, like colorism? What is going on that darker complected people have a prejudice against, lighter skinned people? I get that that's the whole, the whole.
My grandmother was brown skinned. She was darker than me. Mm-hmm. I feel like I got a little tan. But as I was growing up, she used to tell me, don't let no dark skinned lady do my hair.
Yeah. Why?
She said they be jealous and they gonna mess it up.
And that's that.
Yeah, I was like, you dark skinned and you be doing my hair, Grandma.
Mm-hmm. My mother is darker skinned. Really, really dark. And
so I was like, wow, okay. But that was like, that's black hate right there.
It is. Within ourselves, yeah. Spike Lee actually came out with a movie, School Days. And the subliminal, basically the subtext, they call it talking about colorism.
Reggie. Yes, ma'am.
The light-skinned girls, women, compared to the darker complected. And it's always looked at as lighter-skinned women look better than darker complected women. And I don't understand that either because it's not true.
I think it's across the board. I think men get it too. I think,
lighter skinned men look better than darker skinned, which I disagree with that.
And I think, to me personally, I feel like as far as the Caucasian community, they feel like maybe they can get with or identify more with a lighter skinned black person. They're because not as ethnic. They look more like them, possibly. Maybe that's what it is. Because I think men go through it. Like, they are looked upon by other men. You see all the memes, light-skinned men act like blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So there's that black hate again. Yeah.
But see, we're not doing anything about it, but creating more separation and division. Mm-hmm. It's why? Because if we say it out loud and see if it makes sense, it doesn't. because it's amazing that we're, you know, we are the unique type of people. We're light skinned, we're darker complected. You know, we have people that are so dark that, you know, they used to make fun of, like, you so black. You know, if you put them outside in the, you know, midnight, you can't see them.
They ain't got no
like midnight blue.
The white of their eyes is brown.
Yeah,
I know somebody that's real
just
black.
We are.
Your eyes black too.
We're an amazing people. We come with all kind of shades, just dark albino blacks.
And then, listen. So then I got a dark skinned baby daddy, but we don't have any dark skinned kids in my family. My father's dark skinned, and all our kids are white.
Really?
So yeah, you know, my baby daddy, he wanted to test. He was like, that ain't my that little pale white baby, that ain't mine. I'm like, that ain't for me.
Yeah, DNA.
Dana told him. Told him, get information this year.
Right. I for one, you know, in my bloodline, blue eyes, cold, you know, just the cold black hair, straight Indian nose or pointy nose. I mean, you know, genes. All because your baby comes out with lighter, you know, like light blue eyes or gray eyes. They don't make it, like, you know, it's a problem.
And just because I don't look like that don't mean like one of my ancestors did. You seeing what I look like right now, but you don't know what my grandmother 3 generations back look like.
Yeah, look like.
Yeah, so then that comes into play. What type of people did you interview for this project?
Well, so far I've interviewed several business people that own their own barbershop with Play On Inc. His name is Reggie Miller, Andrea Brown. Shout out to them. And they have basically talked to me on the business spectrum.
Andrea Brown, she got that product.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, she told me about it.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it until I met her that day.
She got some for me too.
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah. That minty balls juice or whatever that's called. It's
called
wait a minute. Pretty kitty
minty
for
balls.
ladies. I forget it's called minty balls. It's called something. It's a man's line.
Oh, minty balls.
It ain't called minty balls. It's something to keep you fresh. Get your business together, and so you won't be musty down there again.
Well, she said it was all natural.
I read the ingredients. It's a little mentholated. And I was like, I don't think no man want that on their balls. But
well, at least they'll feel the breeze real good. You know, it'll feel real.
Yeah. You know, kind of like a Listerine strip.
Right.
Ban it. And get passed out.
Yeah, I heard about that. But yes, I kind of got their story on the business end. Going into why black businesses suffer from not getting the support from other blacks, you know, versus white or Native American, or, you know, it's almost like the Caucasian race, they stick together. They know how to support one another. Black businesses, we always want a handout, a discount, you know what I mean, and something on the lower end, like, but it's amazing how, to me, like, we are looking to build our communities, but yet we're trying to discount ourselves. Why can't I hold you to a higher standard? I'm not trying to get over on you. So it's two parts. It's like you have the business owners sometimes want to get over on their people, so they charge them more. Then you got the support, you know, you got the people, the clients that's coming in asking for a discount, so they're trying to basically say yeah.
Because you don't go on Ruth Chris and be like, can I get a discount?
But we'll go to the Chinese people and get our hair and everything and pay full price sometimes, and don't even know where they're getting it from.
You want to go to $20 Tuesdays,
or you, like you said, you'll go to steak, you'll go to Longhorn, you go out to eat and pay that price. Or if you're doing anything,
but you don't want to pay $10 for that good soul food dinner. See ya. But you know, sometimes because we be a little bit rude. We don't be knowing good customer service, so I'll be having some black hate myself. I'll be like, you want $15 for this dinner and can't nobody greet me when I come in the door? What you want?
Know, that's a standard.
What you want?
That's a standard that, yes, if you're going to pay good money, then yes, you have an expectation there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if I go into a black-owned business and you're charging me these prices, you know, these high prices, and yes, I'm going to have an expectation. I want you to greet me. I want you to have your stuff set up. Why is it that I'm not going to mention the business name, but it is a black-owned business. I go in, they're charging me for 3 items like $40, but I got to search for the hot sauce. You know, the tables were it just the business. It was just not at a good. You know, it looked kind of like in a hole in the wall. You had to look for napkins. Then when they gave you the napkin, they want to give you two because they saving. You know.
Let me tell you.
Right, they saving their stuff.
I have to get a
I forgot that's
because
overhead cost.
I don't do the hole in the wall. So I be like, I gotta live. I ain't got time to be dying messing with y'all. I can't get no infections or no illnesses.
Wait a minute, they held back the salt and pepper, so we had to ask for that. No. I mean, you know,
you can't never get no sauce. Like I be getting the dry tenders all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if I get some tenders, hell yeah, I want something to dip it in.
Yes, and if I got 20 nuggets, I don't want just one. You know, just I get 2 or 3.
Rash.
Yeah.
That's why I got my own sauce at home in my room because I'm fat a little bit. Got me a sauce bag.
Yeah,
everybody gotta have a sauce bag.
So I know I'm ruffling some feathers right now.
I mean, but it's the truth. It need to get spoken on. It need to get talked about.
But see,
tighten it up.
And the thing is, my approach is not to just have the conversation because we know the problem. Let's talk about a solution.
So, how did you get into being a movie producer, writing documentaries and stuff? You not what people would think. Oh, a movie producer. I bet you they would think a white man. And so here you get Pretty Carmen. She's the diva. She's cute. She's black.
Until they hear my voice.
They know. They know it's a sister girl that they talking to. But I mean, how did you get into it?
I would say my journey has been brought by pain. My mother died of being a drug abuser, and a lot of deaths. Half of my family is deceased. So when you are going through trauma in your life, I found myself writing. And when my mother, as my mother was dying in 2012, somebody saw my writing because I love poetry. That's my first love is poetry. So I, of course, write poems and so one day, I was talking to a good friend named Darlene Burns, who's a published author. She saw it and she's like, "Well, Carmen, what are you doing with this?" And I said, "Well, nothing, because I'm just basically venting, sharing my pain on paper." So she's like, "No, you need to probably, have you ever thought about making a movie?" So I was like, "No," but then she challenged me to do that. And we began to sit down, and she and I started writing my first feature, actually. It's called Graceless Beauty. I did not film that just yet, but it's coming. But I began writing that, and it evolved into other things of me writing other, screenplays, not, scripts. I mean, not playwright. I'm not a playwright. So that's a way different. That's theater, film. So I just wanted to say that because a lot of people still think that I, do plays, and I don't. So yeah, that it just evolved from pain.
Okay, all right. Now, when you came on the Lifestyle Day Parade the first time, we were talking about the Gambling with Life.
Yeah.
And it was still like under production, like maybe some of the footage, but not all of it. And so then it ended up, I'm gonna let you tell about it, ended up being this grand movie premiere.
Yeah. I wanted to do that because I wanted to set a bar for myself. I wanted to also give something back to my actors who put so much work into their craft. So I just, I said, "Hey, y'all working hard, let's do this." And I seen, to me, I look back on it, and I did raise the bar. I did something that most people didn't.
At the Indian Museum of Art?
Yeah.
Very nice. Elegant.
Yeah, because it's like this. I want to be a woman of my word, and I want to, just like I said, show the city of Indianapolis that, hey, I'm different. I don't know what's going on out there, but over here, if you come into my world, this is my standard. This is my expectation.
So the movie did come to a premiere. So what's the update? What's going on?
Well, right now, Gambling with Life is out on DVD. It's on my website, www.cmjproduction.com, and I also have a music soundtrack. Shout out to Kareem Ogletree that came on your show as well. Yeah.
I be seeing him around in the neighborhood.
Shout out. Really?
Yeah, every now and then I'll run into him.
Yeah, a lot of my actors are doing well, and they continue, with their success with just being first-time actors. So Kimberly Kent, she's come out with her album called The Journey. So and Duchess Duvall and Kyla Adams, they just got done doing a stage play called Till Death Do Us Part or something like that. Yeah. So they were also on the CD. So it's doing really well. I mean, sales are slow. It's ups and downs with that.
What we gotta do to get it on Netflix? Because they be having.
Well, actually, that opportunity did present itself, but the person came under the question in my book. So I believe that if it's a challenge in getting your stuff out there through a certain avenue, then it must not be meant. So I'm not about, if I feel like there's some shadiness going on, I'm not going to do business with you. So that opportunity did present itself, but I wanted to, if it comes around again, then I want it to come around the right way, not getting an IM at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No. And see, that's the thing about, that's part of the lifestyle day party. All money ain't good money.
Right.
And we'll turn some stuff down. I mean, and then when you have men in your life and stuff, don't get beat up. We can't be doing just everything. You can't. Like I said, I talk about the messenger. You can turn that off.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you can still be my friend and see all these flyers that come to my show, but don't inbox me.
And that's what I mean by black hate. Not necessarily like when the opportunity for Netflix came. I'm not saying it's black hate at all, but we as black people think that we can get something for nothing, you know, sometimes. And the way we do business with one another, we don't uphold each other. We don't, you know, have an expectation that we uphold each other on. Like, oh, you just can't IM me any kind of way. Hey, you know, and just talk to me any kind of way.
And
because,
you a business person.
all because I'm local.
Producer.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm a business-minded woman, so it's kind of like, you just, you know, shoot me an IM, hey, you know what I'm saying, I think you know, you need to be on Netflix. It was just the conversation where it was going. It was, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And then there are other streaming providers, and it don't sound like he represented Netflix.
And yeah, it's like this. It's like, you want my credentials, but when I ask yours, you don't want to send me your credentials.
No.
Yeah, so we got to do
So
that.
if people want to get on the movie, you said you got projects and stuff coming up. You're going to be having some casting calls.
Well, right now for the Black Hate I do, I would love to, you know, I'm putting it out there now that I'm still taking interviews and with that, and then we'll see where the Black Hate takes me.
Who are you interested in interviewing? Like what type of people? Any type? Or
any type.
Anyone that has something
like I said, I've already spoken to business people because I want to get their perspective on what they're dealing with you know, the black community not supporting their businesses. And then I want to just talk to that everyday person who may have, like, okay, for an example, my brother was murdered back in 2005 from another black person. Okay. So it's kind of like I want to talk to that individual too that has experienced, you know, gun violence with another black life. So just those who are bold enough and interested enough to come out and allow me to interview them.
Okay, and so how do they contact you if they're interested in doing an interview?
I would prefer email, cmjproductions with an S, LLC @gmail.com, or you can go onto my website again.
Or y'all can ask me, but don't let it be at 3 a.m.
Right. No.
That's not the time to be asking me.
Yeah, no.
Because you know what my grandmama said, what's open at 3 a.m.?
White Castle.
White Castle. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, dang, we can't go to IHOP or Denny's and nothing, Grandma. Yeah. I had to turn around. I'm like, it is some other stuff. Yeah. Now,
actually, you did say that you had something to put in on the Black Hate. You said you had some thoughts. So I'm interested to know what you had to say.
About the Black Hate?
Yeah, about what you see in your community, you know, just in Indianapolis. Right now, I'm just tackling Indianapolis, Indiana. The state, just Indianapolis, Indiana.
I hate the natural hair thing. That's Black Hate. Because some of these chicks, they just...
You think so? I'm sorry, I did not think about the whole natural hair thing.
Yeah, I got beef with a lot of my other sisters that's black, and men too. And you know, everybody... The hair don't need to be natural. Some people need the creamy crack, I think.
You think so?
I just do. If you look like the dude on Tales from the Hood, if that's what your hair look like, I want you to put a little grease and a brush on your stuff. That ain't natural time. And then,
see, my thing is confidence. I could care less what you do with your hair. It's just all about confidence.
Confident.
They are. They are being
that
confident.
Hair be
but
looking like a sheep's ass. What is that?
Well, yeah, ladies could look better.
And see, listen,
yeah,
okay, so I work for
because you can say locks.
I work for the good white folks.
Okay.
So then I be at work, and you know, they be hiring people, and Y'all quit wearing your club shit to work. I done worked hard to get this job, you know what I mean, and got in here and got good, and they paying me, and y'all coming in here messing it up for me. I seen you with that on at Sweet 38. Don't be wearing that to work. The patterned stockings and the mini dress and the high heel boots. Who you trying to get?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got some black hate issues. I do.
Well, you know, black hate really kind of stimulates from within. Like, how do you feel within yourself? And yes, there are some black lives out there that have locks and that are wearing their hair naturally, which is to me beautiful. But right, if you're going out, look presentable. I mean, comb your stuff out. You know, get your twists and your locks kind of done. I mean, I just think that's just anything though.
Like, I've separated myself. I don't consider myself no race really.
I don't think we should.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you got that because somebody said, "What is black?" But I can't talk about that because I don't want to lose my audience. I don't want to lose nobody.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're human. We're human beings.
I'm a mix of everything. I got some chocolate chips. I got some pecans down in here, some eggs, and milk and So yeah, I don't consider myself any race. Now, my parents were very prejudiced. They had some black hate. My father, he went to IU in the 70s, and he was chased by white people. Yeah, they threw rocks at him for trying to go to college. He didn't like white people very much. And my mom, she looked like one of them. So that was the other end of the spectrum what she was talking about. And then I had these kids. And my kids came along and wanted to play with every damn body. They bring the Chinese. I'm like, what's the Taliban knocking on the door for? Why you want to play with them? They can blow this shit up. Why you bring them over to the house? My kids play with everybody.
Now, see, you just put a seed in your children.
They can't hear. They just pay no attention to it.
That's good.
My sons, they like the pink toes.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of understood that I wasn't going to have, pink toes.
No, I know what it is. I was just like, wow, I ain't heard that in a minute.
So I'm not gonna have any grandkids that look like me. Probably they probably gonna be a little swirl.
Right.
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of swirls. I probably ain't gonna get no straight from the hood. No
big nose and big ears and big eyes.
I won't be a hood grandbaby, but I'm probably not gonna.
Oh my gosh.
I want grandbabies gonna be down to earth like me and. My sons be in Greenwood, Carmen. I just don't know.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. Dang.
I would say damn.
Becky with the good hair. Beyonce said that. Okay, I got good hair. No, I mean, I'm messing with everybody, man.
But you know, I think your sons are probably listening to those people like Trick Daddy and Ice-T. Because you know they put out there that black women weren't worth really marrying.
And see, I had a conversation with my sons about that.
So that's probably why a lot of our black young men are looking to
Let me tell you about my sons. I had a problem because I'm like, your mama black. You don't like black women? Like me? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the problem? Because I'm raising y'all.
We don't like ourselves. Anytime we got to wear a shirt saying I love being black, why we got to convince people we love ourselves?
And then they be questioning me. You ain't even all that black. And this a black person to say something. I got the shirt on. Shut up.
Yeah, well, I
ain't black enough to have a shirt on.
Yeah, no shade of who those, to those that create, makes them. But it's almost like, to me, if you saw somebody walking down the street saying I love being white, would you have a problem?
Beat them up. Hell yeah, they have a problem. Depending on where you walking at, you don't get down the street. You ain't getting down the street. Go on down 38th Street with that I love being white shirt. You gonna be purple.
I mean, hey, if you want to say that you love being who you are, say that, but why would you already put yourself outside? So saying like,
because I act white all the time.
I love being black.
I got my white voice.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. We say that, and we say that real quick, but you don't know your heritage. You don't know your roots. You don't even know who you. You know what I'm saying? Who your people are.
Because I think some of my people was in the TP too. Because I like to smoke a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and my hair,
So it sounds like your sons maybe
they
identifying.
They got it from me, but I didn't know that's what I was teaching them. I told them it was just cool to be you. You ain't black or nothing. Your name Matt.
So did they tell you why they prefer Caucasian women?
Yeah.
They did.
They said
you can go ahead and say that.
They said because their girlfriend keep a girlfriend.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I didn't ask some shit else.
So, but black women do the same thing too.
I I mean, well,
this is the thing.
My son's a little older, so we just now getting out here. Becky and them been getting down with the get down.
Yeah.
We just now getting hip to it.
Yeah, but wait a minute, we're more secretive with ours.
And we were raised to be, you supposed to grow up and get a husband and settle down and have babies. I don't know what these black women doing now, but my black grandmama raised me. You supposed to be a lady, and now you ain't supposed to be doing no threesomes. And if you do, it's supposed to be some money to change hands. My grandmama taught me how.
That's right.
That's
what I heard too.
Yeah, you supposed to be in a hotel room with some folks you don't know and some cat. Yeah. Never, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all.
I think, I don't know, I can't speak for all black women, but the women that I've interviewed and talked to and grew up with, they rather keep it in the closet. They rather not talk about it. Where Becky, they're just free with theirs.
I ain't about to turn my man on to nobody else.
Well, hey.
And willingly. She might, her stuff might be better than mine. Now you chasing her.
Now you feel that's insecurity.
Yeah, you set yourself up for failure. It ain't insecurity. Hell, don't nobody need to be in the room with me. And if you don't like just me, then you stay out the damn room. That's simple as that. Hell, nobody else need to come in here. Matter of fact, get your homeboy, the one we just got some weed from. Call him over here. You want to do a threesome.
Now that's the conversation we had.
It ain't no conversation.
No, what I mean by that is, well, hold on.
They're trying to fight you and stuff.
Well, what I mean by that is, okay.
I got choked that time. I was like, shoot, you gonna call somebody in here? I told somebody to call. They never ask no more about no threesome.
What I'm saying is, okay, if he wants another woman in the bedroom, you ask him, is it okay to have another guy in the bedroom? Both of y'all are satisfied. You the one said that you could
I'm satisfied, and if I don't satisfy you, then you don't appreciate me enough any damn way. What are we doing this for? You need to worship me or get out.
No, there it is.
Basically. Why would I'm 42. I had a baby when I was 14. I've been doing that a long time. So you gotta tell me why I need to be giving you some. And
well, everybody has a fantasy.
Well, you better go live it out with it. Unless you about to make an indecent proposal. I do. I have a fantasy of having a website. I want to hire Mike Epps to do a comedy show for my birthday, and all that shit takes money. So if I do a threesome,
you want some money.
That's why it's black hate, because black men try you. They buy you buy you some Ciroc and think you're supposed to have a threesome.
Would you agree that more black men have more, like, a higher sex drive than any other race?
I don't know, because I ain't never did it to no other race.
So I feel that we need to study our black men, so then we will understand what they want and need.
Ass all the
because
time.
Apparently the white women in other races know what our black men want.
Anything but us. They like different stuff sometimes, and they want somebody that'll shut the hell up. That's really what it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How is it that other races, women know our black men, and yet they will do that for them, but then we get upset because we won't do it.
Okay, well,
but they saying, hey, we know them. We will do whatever they want to do.
In this
situation, and we've been knowing our black men, and we've been saying no, 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 no. So now there's other women that's come in and have taken, basically turned them out, giving them what we won't give them, and we get mad at them, and we get mad at the white woman.
Sometimes you gotta stick to your morals and wait it out.
Stick to your morals.
Yeah, because
we didn't brought God in
this. No, here's what you gotta do. So see, here's what it is. Like Becky.
Yeah.
You'll have a man and he'll wake up and he wants breakfast. And he don't have no job and his ass didn't come in till 4. Becky will make him something to eat.
Okay.
Teresa, she gonna make him something to eat. And she gonna throw it on his ass hot and out.
Oh yeah.
So that's why we are losing some of our black men. Now, should Teresa not throw the hot food on him? Probably she shouldn't throw the food on him. She probably shouldn't have made him nothing. But should she be making breakfast for this nigga that stayed out till 4 and he don't got no job and ain't bringing no money to the house and ain't paying no bills? No. Let Becky go ahead and handle that. So sometimes you gotta sit back and wait for your black men to come to their senses. Come on home. Go have your fun. Do all that. I ain't saying that's what all the Beckys do. But when they got started, when the very beginning, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Now, we got these Beckys now that's acting like sister girls gonna put down morals. But in the past, I'm old school, I'm a cougar. Yeah, if you got what a white girl was to get your credit together, she breaking you off, she gonna get your child support called up, she gonna let you ride around in her car. So if I gotta lose a black man for that, he can go. I'll holler at you when you get done playing over there. Got all them mixed kids and a whole bunch of child support. And then you want to come over here and take me to RJ Winger and think I'm supposed to be happy. Hell no. So, I mean, that's what's going on, Carmen. That's what I think.
It is. I think differently.
This is the lifestyle they That's why I'm on the internet,
yeah,
not TV.
I know, right?
Because, baby, they don't want me on TV.
I think differently because my question would be to the black woman, what standards did you have before getting with that black man?
You shouldn't even know nobody to act like it.
But it's kind of like, what expectation do you when you go into a relationship, what expectation do you have of them and him of you? And it's like, if you don't have any standards and y'all just doing what y'all do, and then now later you find yourself married to this guy, he's not working, what standards and expectation did you have in the beginning?
And that goes back into the black guy. We could talk about that for so long.
I know.
But then it's probably how the black man perceives his mom and what the young lady saw her mom and dad going through. Mm-hmm. So it's just a cycle.
It is.
We're going to have to talk about it and get it broke because I might have to send me an email and an interview.
Some of these conversations I've been hearing my female friends talk about, I'm like, look, y'all getting on my nerve. I don't. What's wrong with you? I'm like, y'all losing my interest, in this conversation. So, what substance are we bringing to the table with the black man?
They don't want to talk about that. They get up in the air.
No.
We want to revisit.
And it's kind of I would love to talk about that.
Topics. See, I could just talk to you for hours.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what time is it, but it is. Good on time. Oh, yeah, we could keep on talking.
Yeah, okay, well, like I said.
Tanisha, can you come back up here and talk about us, talk with our
and we talk about our black men.
Yes.
Oh, God.
You got one? I mean, you know something, tell me, because, boy, I'm telling you, I need a lifeline.
We'll have to sit in that chair.
Be on camera better.
Be on both sides,
No.
Y'all still live?
Yeah, we still live.
Y'all wrong.
It's the lifestyle that we be doing.
Hey, move your purse, get over the next chair.
Yes. I mean, I just have to say this, but if you're with a guy that don't have no job in the beginning, okay? No job in the beginning. So you're looking at him as a potential person, a man of potential.
Who does that? Looks at a man with no job as a potential thing.
There's some more. It's out there like that. I'm just saying, let's go back to the basics. Let's just talk about the fundamentals.
No,
let's just
but
talk about the
there's
basics.
a culture that perpetuates black women supporting and standing behind their man.
Right.
So in that regard, there is no absolute understanding. They're doing the best that they know how. They're working what they have, the best that they know how. So
the best that they
it's
know
a
how.
learning curve.
Yeah, it is. It is. So maybe we can uncreate that and create something new. Because like when you look at the Indian culture, now I don't agree with this, but maybe I think it's like the Hindu or something like that. Religion is they understand marriage as a business transaction.
Absolutely.
So they look at that as now the woman may not be in love with the man, but because her parents have set that up for her, she understands that hey, I'm not in love with you. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. But because you have money and because you can take care of me, we're going to do this.
We used to do that as black people.
Yeah.
You used to have to bring a cow and have a farm, and you had to bring, they called it a marriage chest or something. You had to come to the table, and you had to ask the young lady's father, could you marry her? Which means the father was at the house. Let's start with that.
Right.
For you to ask him. But yeah, you had to go ask somebody, daddy, to get with somebody.
So then that could go into where our fathers now, that young ladies can say, hey, you know what, you're going to have to meet my father. Then, in order for my hand. Or to date me or whatever. Now that may be old school for some. Okay. But it's still that
you can't sit out in the driveway. What's he honking his horn? You better not go to the damn door.
Yeah, it's still that authority, that authoritative.
But that structure isn't there.
It's
so
not.
You got,
it's a deeper issue.
Yeah.
Our structure have been broken down.
Absolutely.
So, because we don't have that authoritative, just going to maybe a man that you're dating, right? And say, okay, what do you have to offer to my daughter?
And see, I'm structuring. I told my daughter, she's in college. I told her that's the first question I'll ask her when she met somebody. Are they in school?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell you talking to him
But see,
for?
that goes back to expectation.
But here's the expectation. You want to marry somebody that you're equally yoked with. So, Tay Tay
Now-
that sell drugs over there,
Mhm.
what you talking to him for and you going to school to be an attorney?
Right.
Now, the
Meet
whole,
somebody in school who's doing what you're doing.
what do you mean by equally yoked?
Equally
Because
yoked.
that means two different things in two different situations. In church, they have one meaning. So what do you mean?
I mean more of the contemporary meaning. If you're talking to a young man that is not in school, he's past 21, which would be the age 21, 22 when somebody comes out of school. And you're in school yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down that path. Okay, so does the young man have a licensed skill? You could do a licensed trade. Everybody's not no university material.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have a licensed trade or a skill, or you're not going to school, and you a young lady, why would you date somebody that's not on the path that you on? So now here you are, you a professional, you got your car, and you got him dropping you off at work because you didn't have no expectation in the first place. You should have never
So-
been dating somebody that's not going down the path and doing the things that you're doing in the first place.
No vision, no guidance, no vision. You can't see where you're going. You don't know what you want. So, and if we asked ourselves, if we ask women, what do you want? And most kind of get hung up where I want a good-looking man, and that's it. That
Right.
is good, has good sex, and that's about it. That's where they kind of stop. That's where they plateau at. They just look at.
My biggest concern about this is that people gravitate towards what's normal and what they're conditioned to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily a situation that they want, but it's familiar to
Yes,
them.
to them.
So in that regard, it still stems back to a cycle, and I don't think that this is something that's going to be remedied overnight.
Mm-mm.
Like it didn't happen overnight. We didn't start out like this.
Right.
So I just think that it needs to be like a little bit more care
I
and
think-
compassion in the situation.
Yeah.
The problem was it became lack of inventory. Shall we say? There were a lot of black men are missing. A lot of them are gone to jail. A lot of them have been murdered. A lot of them are gay. So, okay, well, it's 200 women and it's eight men.
I don't see it like that.
I mean, but I think women at some point, I don't see it like that because I get them. I don't
Right.
know what they say. That's what they
Right,
say.
that's perspective.
Yeah, because somebody moved here from out of town. That's fresh meat. There's
Right.
me in here every day. But I think that caused women to lower their expectations because it got to the point where the population of women was so huge compared to the population of available men.
Right.
Because then there's men that are already married as well, so that takes them off the market, hopefully. And so women were like, listen, I gotta have to lower my standards and get in here and get me one, or I ain't gonna get one instead of
And that's
holding
where
back
the
and waiting.
damage begins.
And a lot of women don't know how to be by themselves.
You deserve what you want.
Well,
No.
that kind of goes back into the black hate. Just it's kind of having, like I said, the conversation within. And no, it's not going to be healed overnight. But if we can somehow start the conversation to bring about awareness. Okay, hey, this is the problem. We have a broken system here. So let's create something new. Let's create the conversation to go back and talking to our daughters or talking to our friends, our girlfriends, and say, hey, you don't have to settle. You don't have to, have low expectations. But hey, when you do meet a guy, number one, when you meet a guy, don't talk about marriage. Who wants to talk about marriage on the first date?
Yeah.
I know I don't. You know what I mean? So it's almost like my girlfriend's
they're
from
not
church.
having no first date.
Oh well, some of them are.
They ain't going on dates no more. Everybody on date. That's the problem.
Right.
They fucking
Right.
They going straight to sex, and then they had
Right.
a conversation.
Oh, and then they have. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Do
I'm
we
just
go
talking to my
together?
Christian friends that's out there that I do still have. So 'cause
Yes.
they want to talk to the guy about marriage,
And let me tell
and it's
you,
like, whoa, wait a minute, no, not right now.
oh, that's scary. And see,
Yeah.
I talk to everybody because even if you're a Christian, you need some game about yourself.
Right.
I mean,
Like, so, I mean, it's so many, like I said, areas that we could talk about and where the conversation or communication is broken down. So,
that's scary. So
and like I
talking
said,
about
if they're
marriage
now
on the
hopping
first
into
date.
if they just hop into sex, it's almost like, okay, why?
That's
Do you
because
find
the
that?
boy, yeah.
So what I'm saying
Really?
is, like, if women are jumping just straight to sex, is it because they want to just get that man?
No,
They
that's
feel-
a low self. That's
Go into low
clearly
self.
defines low self-esteem. Like they're not even having conversations to say, hey, do I even like this person?
Mm-hmm.
Do I even like what their value system, their moral judgment? You know
I
what I
find
mean?
them trying to get the contract later. Like they done gave it up, and then they start asking about a relationship, and it's
Yeah.
like y'all didn't talk
No.
about that at first, and
No.
and then you find out he don't want to go with you.
Mm.
Y'all was just doing it. And then
Okay,
they
and that,
sad.
if that be the case, because everybody's not meant to be married, just like everybody's not meant to have babies, be parents. So if you want just sex, then keep it at that. So if you once you have sex,
I got categories.
keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't be, like the woman don't need to be like, well, I want to be in a relationship with you later. It's having, like you said, have that
There are
conversation.
no coochie refunds, so you need to ask ahead of time what's going
Can't
on.
get it back.
Yeah, if he say I don't
Once
want,
it's gone, it's gone.
you can't make a contract after the fact. The coochie's gone.
Right.
He don't want to go together. You lost your leverage. What you gonna say? You already gave it up. You can't take it back.
I
ask
just
the
shouldn't
questions
think
of-
that should be everything that a relationship is based off of. If you define your self-worth as far as, like, to sum your whole essence up, and this is all I have to offer is sex, then
Black
what more
women,
do you
yeah,
expect?
that's part of the black hate. They have to work on themselves because it's a lot of black women that are scared of being alone. They have to be with somebody.
That's true.
No, it don't matter what body, just somebody. They
Somebody,
don't care
yeah.
what's going on.
Read a book, you know?
Work on yourself. You fat, your stomach
Start
is
a
sticking out in the
business.
front. You drinking enough water. I mean, take a class, build your credit up a little bit, and you might get a little bit better inventory.
But then
next
she will
time.
lay with a man and expect him to love her. And then when he can't, when he doesn't love her, now she's ready to kill him and kill herself. Oh, goodness.
And then we
Yeah.
gotta find out what the black men want.
Mm-hmm. Find out what the black man wants.
Maybe.
And then when you do find out,
You gotta care first.
Nurture
It's
it.
like I don't care, but some people do. So find
yeah.
out what the black man want. Yeah, I
So
don't
it's
care
more
what
like
they want.
black hate is the, of course.
She said she had issues.
Yeah, well, you just gonna get what I got. And that, the hell, you don't like that? That's too damn bad. What you mean what the black men want? But yeah, some people, they ask what you want.
And you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't do that.
And if you just want to have sex, then have sex and then keep it moving. Don't
Let's
expect.
talk
They
about
be
sex.
catching feelings.
Yes.
They be catching feelings.
Let's talk about sex. Because black women, what I've noticed from my experience, we aren't really sexually liberated
No, we're
in
not.
that capacity.
And
We don't
exactly.
have those conversations.
no, we don't.
We
But
can
I have
a
been to
lifestyle
several.
life party.
I have been to several female parties, and whereas it's just like a birthday or just like a gathering, a wine tasting party, and they'll ask questions like, "What have y'all done? Have you experienced this?" And I was surprised that a lot of black women do not like oral sex.
My grandmother
Did I
told
say that?
me.
Shame. Was I not
Listen,
supposed
I
to?
talked about that with my grandmother, and she said that she ain't never had no head, and she said she thought it was nasty. I mean, we actually got on that topic, and I
Right.
was like, "Well, Granny, you wrong. It ain't nasty, and your grandbaby likes it a lot."
And I'm sure the public would love to know what Carmen's,
What's your take on that?
what my
is?
take? Hey, to each his own. I feel like whatever the man wants, please him.
And as long as and once we get to that point, me personally, I'm pleased, or we wouldn't be entertaining nothing, or nothing oral, because you ain't getting nothing oral from me until I get all the shit I want. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's
So.
give and take, Age.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
It's a two-way street,
If
and
I
that
give
is
you
the problem.
It is. It is.
Come
The
on.
first.
And looking at your posts on Facebook, the stuff you talking about.
Look, well,
You know what I'm surprised.
look, well.
I know.
And you know what? I just do me, and it's like if you fall into if you look into the light too long,
Yeah.
you'll turn to Medusa. I'm like a pretty flyer. Just sniff
Yes.
and enjoy and get the hell on. Cause like I don't want to change. I'm doing me. So like there are black women that, like I said, are scared of being lonely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lonely. I'm alone and I like being solo. It's kind of cool, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it is.
So
it's
it's
very
like
healthy to be
this is
alone.
what I'm doing,
There's gotta
and
be a
if you
balance.
like what I'm doing and you pleased with it, good. But
Mm-hmm.
am I agreed to change because you want this and like this to please you? Not at this point. I'm not entertaining that this year.
I
Maybe 2018 or 19, I might get hard up and start acting nice, but not right now.
Well, hey, I feel like it's whatever. If you are a woman that don't like particular, certain things, then you need to be with a partner that don't like those things that you don't like. Don't get with if your libido's low, don't get with somebody that's got a high libido and freaky and like to do dominate.
And see, I gotta
that's not what you need.
Say on the day party, because I be getting inboxes and I be done saying on here, I like to get crashed all the time. I heard you like to get crashed, and I could crash you today if you would like to, Miss Brown. So I can't really talk like I want to talk and say what I want to say. I'm just so scared.
We general. In general.
In general,
Putting it out there.
In general, hell, I'm 20 in the body. I like it a lot now the time, but my environment, the environment that you create has to be correct. Like if I'm struggling and I'm worried about the lights, I'm not horny.
There's nothing sexy about poverty.
That drives me up.
Nothing sexy about that.
The more I go in my pocket, the less I like you. So I mean, it is what it is, and I work a lot, so it's like you got to get my attention and hold it. I'm a sexual consultant. I got 3 kids.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
So I can get some advice.
Man, I got some skills, but it's like, okay, well, when the environment is right, yeah, it's all that.
And that's another thing too. Black women, we don't share advice. Not really. We don't come together. Hey, girl, let's have a girls' night out, and let's talk about some educational things.
Now, I've done a show with the lady who was on last week. Her name is Dawn Blanchard. She's a poet. We did a show. She hired me to host. It was called Let's Talk About Sex. And we're trying to do it again. So she's a poet and a writer. She does erotic poetry.
Okay.
She got banned from Facebook for 30 days.
No, dang.
It was longer than 30. She's still banned. Yeah. I was like, Donna, it's been
But we are
30
so
days.
quick to demonize things.
We talked about it. And we had older ladies. We had young ladies. We had somebody that came from the health department. And that's what we talked about. We discussed sex.
And it goes back to what you said. We're not liberated.
Yeah,
we're sexual beings just like men are.
I think it was like, black folks, that we used to have manners. In the 50s and the 60s, you were raised, women didn't talk about that. Was not proper to talk about sex.
But that's
outside.
probably why we don't have men and they marrying into other cultures. Like we can't even have. If you can't have the conversation, then you shouldn't be doing it.
You ain't supposed to be talking about that. And Miss Jenkins is over here from church, and you talking about coochie and.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't have those type of parents. My parents were open and honest.
My
and
mother was.
Yeah, I talked to my mother, and I was able to talk to my grandmother. Like my grandmother said, no, she ain't never had no head. She didn't like no head. And I'ma take it. I was scared to ask. I'ma take it. She ain't never gave no head. Now I talk about that on my comedy.
Well, she probably lied still though. She probably didn't.
You think she talked on the microphone?
I think so.
She got 2 kids. She might have.
Yeah, she had to. She's married how long?
This is my grandmother now. She was old. I don't know. You think they was when did talking on the microphone start?
You know what? I don't
Established.
know.
Do you think they did it in the 1800s?
I don't know.
Microphone.
I'm
Do you think the cavemen was getting head?
I don't know. I didn't come into the world.
Do you think the slaves was doing it? I never thought about that. Giving head.
They were.
Yeah, they were.
Meet me in
nothing
the
is nothing they say is nothing new under the sun.
Right.
Come to they was backing it up.
And then like older black men, if you talk to older black men, they act like giving some head is like nasty. She asked
and that's true. That's true. I think some black women don't talk about it because maybe they've been hurt by some men talking about how woman giving me head and then going into the whole music industry and basically demeaning women doing it. So there's a slippery slope on that.
But when you're liberated, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm living for me.
Right.
You got a problem with that? Bless you.
I'm all for talking on microphones. I talk on microphones a lot. On the
Well,
stage and off.
Yeah, and I have some friends that like to talk on the microphone too. You know, they like, hey, Carmen, you know,
This is how you
this is
talk
how I
on
do it. And
Now, I didn't start off as a good microphone talker. I did not start till I was probably about 26.
okay.
And I asked a friend that was always telling me about talking on people's microphones.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, and she told me she got her game from a gay guy.
Well, they say that's the best advice, to get it from a gay guy, because they would know. Just like
Both sides.
with men,
Yeah,
they should, if they wanna lick the lollipop, you know,
Talk
we love
on
suckers. They
microphones.
love suckers, right? Or yeah, they would get it from a lesbian. That's the best advice.
How to eat some.
Yeah.
And black women ain't liberated. So, would you get some lesbian head?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, would you get some lesbian head?
I'm
Would
not interested in women.
So
And there
We
you
talked
have it.
about it.
We're gonna go to no.
And there you have it. She said no lesbian head for her.
I'm
So.
sorry.
Because it means that's something else black women don't talk about.
no, we don't. But
they
again,
get
at
with
that
each
party I was
other.
talking about, one of the questions was,
A lot.
have they ever had sex with a woman, or have they ever fantasized having sex with a woman? And most of them in there say yes. They've either fantasized it, or fantasized about it, or they would, or they have done it.
Do you like girls?
I plead the fifth. And do I like girls? No. But
What
they
about
like
you,
me.
ma'am? What about
They
you?
like me. I said they like me.
What about you? Would you like that?
Miss
We're
Jones,
being recorded right now.
Tell
I
the
like to
truth,
remain
shame
a
the
mystery.
devil.
I like to remain a mystery.
you know, it's like you be like, I want to say, but I'm scared to talk.
No, actually,
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to elaborate.
I feel like this. Yes, I do like women.
Hmm.
I like men and women.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yep, and I'm just like women like me. They just like
But I'm the type of woman that I like to, for my partner, and those who do know me, I am married. So if he has a fantasy to be with another woman, it's okay.
With you or
With
I'll
me.
put it in now, I never do
With
this.
me. But
With you or with okay.
with me.
So do you do like the
I'm
hall
just asking.
pass thing? Like,
I'm just asking.
do you give out passes or how does that work?
No, I mean, I would like to, he said that he would like for me to pick her out.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's
So-
what, because it will make it work better. Well, see, that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
That it will make it
So,
work
yeah.
better.
Make it work.
So once that time come, I will pick her out.
Right.
And
Respect
see,
that.
and that's
Right
good
now.
when you're married to match with somebody that you a sexual match with, because that's important.
I
'Cause
think
like
it's very
some-
important.
Some black men look down on that. They
Yeah.
be mad if they think that you mess with girls sometimes.
No,
they jealous. They don't
yeah,
want
they
you to
do.
get a
They do
cooler to
become-
nobody, even a girl.
You say you girl, that's a small crime.
Yeah, that ain't
That's a
even.
misdemeanor.
That's why I think that
It's a misdemeanor if they don't get to see. Then it's a felony if they ass wasn't there.
Mm-mm.
So I feel like, like if he has a fantasy to be with this woman, red hair, whatever she may be, then I'll
I
pick,
got
I'll
a
pick
wig
her
for
out
your
for it.
ass.
You
I got a
know,
wig I'm gonna put on.
and then once it's done, it's done. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm a lady. I'm not gonna go out and just be trying to pick anybody and everybody all the time. But it's basically his fantasy. So let's fulfill that.
And I'm gonna say this: being an entertainer, we live a different lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I live that lifestyle. I mean, not what you're talking about, but I'm just saying we travel on a different plane. We doing different things, and I think it's more open when you an entertainer in the entertainment business.
And
It's
now-
a different world completely.
It is. And now that I'm approaching that platform and who I'm trying to create myself to be, I have to be ready for it.
I love being me. Life is short, and I'm like
Live your
Nike,
life.
Just
I think
do
you
it.
should, yeah. I think you should live your life and not care about what other people think. However, though, I did a live Facebook feed what Martin Luther King said. Going back to since we started with Black Hate, not to be judged by the skin color, but by the content of my character. So if I'm out there acting any kind of way, then I'm going to be treated as such, right?
Right.
And we should, again, going back to that high expectation of each other and upholding one another. So if a woman is liberated and she is who she is and she wants to have any man that she wants in every country, in every state, then that's her prerogative. I have no judgment against that. But then she should, live a way, in a way,
Or
and
be
uphold herself.
expected that
Yeah.
some people are going to
Have enough love for yourself that when you're in the street, be a woman, be a lady.
Absolutely. And ultimately it comes down to like that respecting.
Respect.
If a woman is reserved or liberated, that's fine as long as I don't violate what you represent,
Right.
and you're not violating what I represent, and they both can exist.
So
that's
talking
what I'm
about
not.
that.
And the thing is, I think that we just should really evaluate our lives, how we feel within. You know what I'm saying? Really take an evaluation, an inventory of how you feel within. Because some women just like to have fun, and they're not really having sex with different men because they don't love themselves. They're just sexually free.
Right.
And they're like a free spirit. Hey, I want to have fun.
I want to
to
try that
experience
out.
this. I want to try it out.
It's like
and
an
that's it.
appetizer. I tasted it. Thanks,
And
I'm
keep
gonna
it
move on
moving.
to the next time. They get in their feelings. About
Yeah,
that.
they-
Come on, man.
But then some women, I just listened to a radio talk show host, person named Tom, and he basically blasted a black woman who killed a black man because he was with another woman. And they weren't married or nothing, but she killed him because basically he gave it to her right, and she went crazy. She didn't want to basically want him to be with another woman.
They been
she
doing
killed
it to us. We all been
Right.
They been killing us
She
over
said
the
we
good
all.
pussy. I'm telling you.
No, that needs to be talked about because
It
yes,
does.
that she needs to be sent to court. She needs to
Yeah.
be tried,
We
but she
got-
only got 5 years of probation.
Shit, that's all she needed.
Crime
2001. They been killing us over the Gucci.
True.
So we
Crime
got one of
passion.
them. I
Crime.
mean, and then I tell people, don't put it all in. Just put the head in if you ain't trying to go.
But
with
then
it.
I'm looking at
You
her
can't
like
give
no.
her all of that and then
But-
just pull up like it's just cool. No.
But I think that she need to be talked to too because it's like this. If you knew the type of person you are, if you're a jealous person and you're possessive,
Right.
then you need to be careful what kind of relationships you enter into.
Right.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't
Because
be
then
with
you need to be with that
nobody.
person that can be loyal to. If you
Right.
know, I'm into astrology.
Everybody changed their mind here.
That's true. And I'm into astrology, not meaning that I'm limiting of what you are. I'm
Right.
a Pisces woman. My element is water. Okay? My sign is fish. We're lovers by nature. We're romantic. I mean, not some, some, I don't know.
They
That,
come
hey,
from
everybody have their
their
own personality. But I've learned that most Aries men are roamers. Okay? They like to roam.
What month is that?
That's like April going into May. April, yeah, to May.
I ain't had no
Yeah,
roamers.
early
I
May.
had some roamers, but they was
So
a
they like
different
not to
kind.
say that all Aries men like to roam.
I was gonna say them
But-
cancers be
right.
roaming. Huh?
Whereas a Leo man,
I was
you know,
close.
you'll find that a Leo man tends to be more loyal, a little
What
bit more
about Leo
homey.
women?
Leo women, oh shoot, yeah.
We everything.
Y'all
baby.
fierce, good
We
leadership.
everything. Right?
Yeah, and but what I'm saying is like if you want somebody more loyal, then you may want to give kind of look towards a Leo man or an Aquarius.
Well,
But I'm just because some people may like where you going with that because once
And
again
you
some
know what
people
you
dismiss
like.
the astrology. It's there for a reason, y'all. It's
so
there for a reason.
what's going on?
And
with
that
me?
was
I'm
so
an
light.
Aquarius. What's the problem?
I love Aquarius people. Y'all very creative, very artsy, very y'all too like to flirt.
Yeah,
And get out. And y'all love sex. Yes, that's true.
That's
That's
us.
true. And can be loyal. Y'all love y'all's children. You take care of home.
Absolutely.
Definitely take care of home.
Man, you got it. That you are.
Yeah,
into
but then y'all have a very strong temper. Y'all have a dark side.
What about Libras?
Libra, balance. Y'all like to balance.
Well, that's
You
my
know.
wife. My wife's a Libra. That's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
Libra. Well, Libra women and men are totally different. Because
Okay,
Libra
Libra
men like to
women,
balance stuff. They like to, they like to flirt as well. That I've learned. Now, I'm not just taking what I've read. I'm just learning. Just
Right.
different people have come into my life. Libra men, they like to flirt, but they can be loyal. It depends on how much they can trust their mate. You know what I mean? So it's not. They're also very creative. They like to travel. They like to do things with their hands. They like to, set up events and all that. They're very playful. I noticed with Libra men that I've learned to get to know, and not sexually. I'm just saying as friends. I laugh more with them. They like to be playful. They like to have a good time. They don't like to take too much stuff too seriously all the time. So when you come to them so serious and all downward, they're just naturally uprising people. Like uplifting people.
Virgos.
Oh, I love Virgos.
Virgo
I tend to attract more Virgos in my life than anything.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hard workers, very good with mathematics. Some of them, most of them don't think they are, but they're very, intelligent. But they too deal with insecurity, a lot of fears. And they're very personable.
I'm
You
just
can't
mad
just
that
come
you
in with
knew
them.
about
Just
the
like
dark
cancer.
side.
Cancer people, you just can't. They have to learn
My
how to trust
daughters
you. Where
are
me
cancer.
as Pisces, we love people. We're very intuitive. So we're easy, like we're extroverts.
Mm-hmm.
We're quick to talk to you, and we can have a dialogue, and you'll feel very comfortable with me because that's just who I am. And a lot of times they can come across as annoying, they can come across as eccentric, and sometimes aloof when I'm not among people. When I'm pulled away, a lot of people say, "What's wrong with her?" Because I'm just naturally, "Hey, how you doing?"
You know, I
And
think it's
bubbly.
like a duality of the two. Like, I consider myself an extrovert and introvert.
I can be too.
So I have to
Mhm.
go back and
Yeah.
and recharge,
Yeah,
and then I'm ready.
and ready.
And
Yeah.
then I'm down. You know,
Because your
I'm
element is, and also your element is fire, because you said you're Leo, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
A fire
I've
and
learned
a
that
water.
more women, that y'all can be very blunt. You tell them what like it
Very
is.
direct.
Very direct, very blunt, and that's the way it is. So that could come across to me as very that too hard. But then I could be blunt as well. But it's my husband's a Leo, so you know what I'm saying. Like at first we can clash.
Randy.
You got many
Sounds
titles.
good though.
That's why I'm
Right.
like, man,
But I don't limit people because although that's your sign, you can also have another sign to yourself too. Because like you can, like me, I'm Pisces, but I'm also Leo too. It's like a sun thing, moon, and all that other
You knew
good
about
stuff.
my dark side. I'm mad.
Yeah, y'all have a temper. Aquarius people, y'all have some tempers.
Wait, I'm working on mine. I'm gonna take a class or something for it. I don't know if I got some medicine or.
Yeah. And again, it's just getting to know everybody, and just you have to know who you are.
Yeah.
You have to know who you are, and if you as a Leo, if you like more loyalty, and you know that you're possessive, and you know that you're jealous, then you need to be with somebody that can handle that. Because if you get with somebody that's an Aries that like to roam, then that's going to be a problem for you.
And they get killed.
Absolutely.
Right.
I have had so much fun with you lately.
Aw.
So yes.
I'm glad.
Thank you
to
for
be
letting me
here.
talk.
Yes.
This much.
This was very fun
That-
and informative. I
And
learned something. So
We learned about
so
signs, taxes,
Right.
black hate,
Sex.
yes, and more sex, and threesomes. The lifestyle that part.
You got more out of me than anybody.
Yes, that's why I love to have you come on. Yes.
It's a comfortable vibe though. Like,
Well, we're gonna
I
wrap up
definitely
the
feel at
show.
home.
Viewers, y'all can catch us on YouTube. Y'all can follow us, the Lifestyle Day Party. And if y'all need to connect and y'all didn't remember what we said, inbox me and I'll point you in the right direction.
All right.
Grand opening, January 7th.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
On the Monday
That's
taxes.
look. That's why I'm here.
1505 Post Road. Yep.
That's right. And we are hiring. We're running a last class December 19th. So reach out to me 317-296-5322 www.onthemoneytaxservices.com.
Okay.
Yes.